Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mark, La Salandra, living life as Lhasa, and I have my pal again over here, Will Brady.
Hello, how you
Will's
doing?
over here. He's going to show us some stuff. It's been a while over there. I think it was a warm summertime when we last talked.
Yeah, outside the front of the house.
Yeah. So, Will, what do you got to show me here today?
I'm an active artist. I would say local artist.
You are.
And what a great place to be local, New Jersey.
For sure.
I have a few notes, some topics of discussion. One of the things I have is free samples. It's similar to like at Nordstrom's. They'll give you like a cologne sample, and maybe they'll want more of the real thing. That's dream come true.
Aw.
That's a picture of a shaving cream and a razor blade.
Oh, jeez.
Because when I was, growing up, I always wanted to be able to shave. So
Yeah.
it's a dream come true.
I did that this morning. I shaved.
And I have a lot of notes. The lava lamp and the globe in the artwork. People ask where did that come from. I think subconsciously that came from watching Pee-wee's Playhouse. When you open up, there's the big globe and the globe and the lava lamp. The thing I drew was, The Simpsons really influenced me.
Yeah.
So, but I call it The Symptoms. And they're kind of like a crude drawing of The Simpsons.
Huh. With the Simpsons, they started on the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah, I remember
little
that.
Snippets
I remember
way back
that.
when. Yep.
Yeah, Tracy Ullman.
Yep.
I have 3 movies that I like that involve a writer. You got Misery.
Yes, I read the book, seen the movie.
Right,
yeah.
me too. And then you got The Shining. He's also a writer.
True.
And then Stand By Me. He's also a writer.
Oh my God, yeah.
So those are 3 movies I really enjoy. I just watched Scarface.
Yeah.
I watched half last night and half today. What a great, just quality, but very violent.
The De Niro, Pacino one.
Very, an 83 class.
Right.
I even had a Scarface t-shirt.
Yeah.
I never saw it all the way through. What a story. Someone had to write that.
Yeah.
But very violent, but good. Like a good... my father used to watch it.
That's actually a remake,
Oh, really?
Scarface, Shame of the Nation. It was back in the 1930s.
Right. They mentioned...
And who the heck was the...
Hecht or something? There were 2 guys they mentioned at the very
I can't remember who the actor was, but that is also good. Yeah, black and white, of course. Different take on it, different flavor, but it's basically Scarface.
Yeah, what a great. What else do I have here? I have some more notes written down here of like with my art.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm studying my memories. So it is like a self thing, but I give it away quick. Like when I was working construction one time, my mother had saved a little bracelet when I was a baby that said Boy Brady.
Yeah.
And I gave it to some construction work, just
gave it to somebody.
Because, just the act of giving something away, so.
Yeah. So you're always taking it, it's like a self-reflection, something you're taking out of yourself. You have very photographic memory. It isn't like you're inventing stuff. You're taking it from reality, from...
Yeah, that's what the journals are. I brought a few. Oh. This one is interesting because this is 2011, Time Gaps.
2011, okay.
And it's this purple. But what you see is, I've gone over it hundreds of times.
Wow.
So that's like the, I sit down at my desk with I bought a yellow marker and I'll just add like one yellow dot and I'll cut pieces out.
Yeah. So that's from back then.
Yes, 2011 to today.
So you were approaching or had just reached 30 years young.
Which was tough.
Right?
Which was tough. My 30s were very tough.
That's
trying to grow up, pushing to grow up.
Oh, that's a
I feel like I kind of got over a hump, but 30s were tough.
Yeah, like for me, it was like oh my God, I wish I was turning 30 now, but it was like, I'm no longer like a kid. I'm no longer in my 20s, Right, and then the old hippies used to say, don't trust anyone over 30. Go figure.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but yeah.
I have another poem from in Bergen County. You notice those geese?
Yes.
So I wrote, a geese grazing in the grass after a long flight. You know, like almost like if I was the goose, like how hungry you'd be after flying, and you land in a football field. And
Canada Goose.
Yeah, so Canada Goose. I have Capris and 883s. That's a woman's cigarette and a woman's Harley Davidson. The Capri, and then
883, yeah.
And 883
that
Harley.
I didn't know. I knew about Capris.
Is you know, so they're
and there's also Capri pants for
or
women.
that. We got you know, Route 4 and Route 17. I think we talked about that last time.
Yes, the old Cloverleaf used to be there.
Yeah. You know, I really, you know, I put it out there. I put it. What else we got? I had, when I was 19, I used to go to this tattoo parlor in Wayne, and they said, we'll apprentice you so you can become a tattooist. But at that time, I went to college instead. But my life would have been different if I had become a tattooist.
Well, yeah, geez.
Yeah, I talked about going over the notebooks. You know, so I have one book I brought with me. I mean, this is Shel Silverstein. This is from a Vanity Fair magazine. That's Hugh Hefner and Shel Silverstein.
Yes.
And Shel Silverstein, I was very influenced by his books, especially Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Wow.
He never married, but he was with like hundreds of women.
Yeah.
That's what they said
A lot
about
of people
it.
now wouldn't even know who the heck he was.
But he was great. I had all his books, and of course Hugh Hefner, which is an artist.
I knew about him.
His life.
Yeah. Wow, Vanity Fair, that was a big
that's
time.
still
when
around.
magazines were really big, that was big.
Yeah. I have Nighthawks by Edward Hopper, one of my favorite artists.
Oh yeah.
He didn't get started until he was like in his 40s.
Really?
With his art, and he lived a long time.
Yeah, they're in that little diner over there.
Yeah. So I got Jackie Gleason, Art Carney, Audrey Meadows.
I dig all of them.
Yeah. I have, there was a Cops episode. The cop was Damiano.
Oh.
Which my wife, her family is actually know them.
Really?
But he was on a Cops in the 90s. They were on Pearl Street in Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
Finlandia Cheese, my best friend growing up, his father had a high-up position for Finlandia Cheese.
Finlandia, sure.
And, you know, the Mass Pike. I remember when it was a kid in the 80s, it was cool to have a tail, like a tail.
Oh, yeah, like a little
haircut.
thing of hair coming down. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the tail. We got Ridgewood, Oakland. The World Is Yours is a song by a hip-hop guy. And consequently, in the very end of Scarface, it says the world is yours.
The blimp.
He gets, on the blimp. And, so I think that, maybe he got that from Scarface.
Wow.
A Discovery card, charge card.
Discover. Yeah.
Discover card.
I got one of those.
Thomas's English Muffins.
Oh, yeah. It used to be a big...
It's close to here, right?
In Wayne, there was the big factory on
I think
Riverview Drive.
Yeah, I remember being over there.
I don't think it's there anymore.
Yep. These are just local Teetle Brothers in the Bronx. They had something on TV. They did a little documentary. They deliver over by Utter Ave. That's a company in Arthur Ave in the Bronx. Teetle.
Okay, yeah, I worked for someone.
You've heard of them?
I've the name I've heard of, but it was pronounced Titel,
right?
Which was shortened from Teitelbaum. Somebody I worked with in my computer career years ago.
They had to star David on the floor.
There
like
you
right
go.
when you walked in. I remember that was in the documentary.
Titel, yep.
I was at Ramapo High 94 to 95.
There you go.
Scary Masks. I remember growing up in Boston, there was this 5 and 10, and they would have all these rubber masks.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a kick out of that. Tabernacle Notes, you know, growing up in the Catholic Church, the Tabernacle. That's similar to me with my notebooks. I have them in like a cupboard. It's like going.
For the chalices.
Yeah, so that's tabernacle. I use that word.
Wow.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, grew up on them.
Fan of them.
Santa Fe Trail in Franklin Lakes. My good friend lived in a big home.
Oh, jeez.
It was beautiful. You'd walk in and it looked like a hotel.
Santa Fe Trail.
And fancy lakes, yep. This was a gallery in New York. I had my stuff from 06 to 2022.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it was in there.
Howard Stern, Mike Tyson, Jim Carrey, guys from the 80s.
Those are all.
Yeah.
Superstars.
Yeah, all part of my life. Yep.
You know, and Brian. That was my friend's son's name with a Y, spelled with a Y. Arapaho Trail in Franklin Lakes.
Yep.
Frantic was an album by Metallica in '03.
Okay.
We have Gustave Courbet, Woman with a Parrot. That's a famous painting. Goya, 3rd of May. These are like art history things. When you take 101, they make these basic paintings.
It's interesting what you and I have in common. Like stuff you were a little kid, but you know I was right there with it. And then there's stuff that's classical, like you talk about Goya and all that and everything. And then there's more modern stuff, and then there's stuff that I'm not familiar with, just because you're younger than I am, you know. But yeah, interesting. What?
Yeah, some guy yesterday's like, what year were you born? And he goes 52, and he looks at me. He's like, when were you born? 65.
What?
Because I have a lot of gray hair. He goes, you must be under a lot of stress. He said.
Oh my God. Oh well, that guy couldn't see too well. He needs a pair of corrective lenses. 65.
Yeah, no,
oh my God.
This used to be a figure, and I cut the face out, put it on a free sample.
Oh.
More. These are brands of things. David Yurman, Louis Vuitton. One man owns all that. Arnault.
Really?
Yeah, he owns all the luxury. He's a billionaire. Porsche Macan, Dior. This was another one. The gift box. The idea of your life is like a gift box. It's 20 years, 20 years, 20 years, 20 years, which would equal 80.
Right.
Winter, spring, summer, fall.
Yes.
So, you know, in the fall is when, you know, things, like Halloween.
That's like
the fall of your life.
Yep. It was like the poem I wrote years ago, The Seasons of My Life. Yep. Based on the seasons.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Well, Jersey, we get the seasons.
We get and we have beautiful fall.
Mike Tyson, you got to be champion before you're champion. Lake George used to go there. Golf, fish, swim, motorcycle.
Is that you?
Yeah, a good mood. What's better than being in a good mood? There's free samples again. Hohokus, Waldwick. You know, towns around here. Paramus, construction work.
Interesting town names.
Yeah, we got what else we got here? Marker. Dates of things, 03, 07, 2016, 2021. This was different. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Owl Potholder. Yeah. There was this guy who had a tattoo of an owl one time, and the tattooists these days can make a really cool looking owl if they really put the detail into it.
Things I've seen.
And this guy had an owl tattoo, and it looked like an owl that would be on in a kitchen pot holder.
Oh,
geez. It looked like a pot holder owl.
No.
So I remember that. Rag and Bone, Sean Combs. Working Artist, Calculator.
It is interesting, especially when you're younger. Each year, there'll be specific memories, things that like I was in Home Depot with my daughter the other day, and they're playing old 70s music, and I'm saying, okay, this is the group. This is the year it came out. I was in high school, or I was in college, or I just finished grammar school. And me, it's so it resonates. And then as you get older, the years just kind of like,
Yeah.
They just kind of like,
Resonates. That's a great word. Resonate.
Yeah.
This was, these were timelines starting from 98. These are all the years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You have months and
years.
You're putting in some.
And I try to plug in, I saw a Fish concert there.
Oh.
COVID came out there.
So were you actually writing it back then?
No, I tried to reflect and go back.
Yeah,
there was a girl, Alyssa, and then I worked at Krauser's, and I visited someone in Admiral's Walk in Edgewater.
Oh, jeez. What Krauser's did you work at?
Wyckoff.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bank that's for sale right now.
Yeah, on Franklin Ave.
Yeah, right
I used to like that Krauser's.
Yeah, Krauser used to come there. That was one of my better jobs.
Yeah.
Different. Wrote a lot of books in Wanacue, 2021 to 2022.
Wow.
this is all autobiographical. It's like diaries that I keep,
Wow.
and then I'll take like one marker, like I said, and I'll go over Joe Camel,
Mm-hmm. Wow.
you know, Dikembe Mutombo, Cool Runnings, the movie '93.
Wow. Can you imagine if somebody said, "Hey, can you do a personality assessment of Will?" You know?
Yeah, no,
And
it
he
just
said,
kind of
you just hand him one of these books.
yeah,
It's
no,
like,
it kind of chugs
yeah,
along.
I think I really know this guy now. You know?
Yeah, so that's Hillcrest and Ridgewood. That's another one. A lot of Mike Tyson coming up.
Yeah, you like Mike Tyson. Huh?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
his attitude. You know,
I always liked Mike.
Interesting.
Yeah, yep. All his
personality.
ups. Yep. All his ups and
Yeah, he was
downs and all
kinda-
that.
He wasn't really an artist, but he's definitely a character, a cultural figure.
Cultural
he had
figure. He's gone through so like metamorphosis. You know?
he's interesting.
And his early life, and and Customato and all that, and living with
And
basically
was-
adopted by him.
His
and
the
wife.
video game was huge.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Huge.
Oh yeah.
There was a skate shop in Ridgewood, and they had these things called odd socks, and you could buy these
Was
socks.
that Princeton Skate and Ski? And
No,
Richmond
it
there?
was what was it called? This kid Clint,
Mhm.
who turned into a billiard player.
Yeah.
Anyways, there were these socks called odd socks, and they had Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And this
jeez.
was like 10 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. What a shock.
I remember when finding out that Buster Douglas had beaten him.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like in Japan, I think. Like that was like, holy jeez. Wow.
And there's like a thing of deodorant. The band The Who sells out. You remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
And it had
Yeah,
Keith
big-
Moon. Yeah, with the big thing of deodorant
yep,
and the baked
yep.
beans.
The baked beans.
Yeah,
That
they
was
had
with
that.
Daltrey in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
That's going back to the '60s.
yeah, and they had Rio by Duran Duran.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jim
Oh
Morrison.
yeah.
I had those in another notebook. So here's some pictures. I got pictures I brought. This is Time. This is one.
Sure.
There's Time. There's the guy cutting hot dogs with the clock.
Huh.
I think that's interesting. That's a
Yeah, that's
picture. This
something.
was on Route 17 in Ridgewood.
Oh.
You can kind of see that's me walking across a
Let me see.
bridge.
Is that by the parking ride? over
Yeah,
there?
you can see the parking ride.
Yeah.
I think that's a great part.
That's
Real
cool.
New Jersey.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
There's a self-tap tattoo.
Oh.
Self-tap tattoo from 2002. That's one of my
right on.
favorites. This one's interesting. This is supposed to be medicine,
Yeah.
and there's the crayons as medicine.
Oh geez.
So
Yeah.
they got crayons as medicine.
Yeah.
That's,
Mind
that's
medicine.
my medication.
Yeah.
You know, so I brought those along.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it. You
Yeah.
know, I just
Makes me think of paint by numbers. That was
yeah.
always
So,
nice for me.
so
Interesting stuff. We
Yeah,
could go for hours.
yeah, I wanted to throw that out.
4
there.
hours.
So
And one of these days we're gonna take a ride somewhere and we'll do whatever.
yeah,
I know
no, you
you're,
can't go wrong with the roads.
you're a geography guy just
Yeah.
like me.
Plus, it's live.
Yeah, and it's live and all that and everything. Yeah.
So
I thank you.
that was beyond. All right, Mark.
God bless you,
Thank
William.
Thank you.